Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger, the current U.S. Heavyweight Champion from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Weighing in tonight at 242 pounds, the vastly popular Magnum T.A. And now, his opponent, the world's heavyweight champion from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 243 pounds, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. One fall, 30-minute time limit. I want to definitely make sure I add that it is a one fall, 30-minute time limit event. Originally, it was scheduled for a 60-minute time limit, but due to television time remaining, it is now a 60-minute time limit as the referee shows the crowd here in the Civic Center the NWA World Heavyweight Championship belt. And Magnum TA looking to become the first man to ever hold the World and United States Championships simultaneously. But not if Ric Flair has anything to say about it, as Flair immediately goes to the waistlock takedown and nails Magnum right in the face with a right hand. Collar and elbow tie up again, this time Magnum forces Flair back to the corner. And the clean break. Collar and elbow tie up again, this time Flair once again with a waistlock. And this time Magnum reverses into a waistlock of his own. And this time Flair counters with a snapmare. And we reverse chin lock. Magnum looking to counter. Takes him down in a side headlock. And Flair counters with a head scissors. A lot of mat wrestling here, early going here in the first minute of action here in this World Heavyweight title bout, the main event here on this edition of Civic Center Wrestling here on this February 3rd. An abdominal stretch countered into a hip lock takeover by the U.S. Heavyweight Champion Magnum TA, who was the challenger. Kind of a neck vice, chin lock, if you will, by Magnum on Flair. If you control the head, you control the body. Flair fights back. Magnum counters with a fireman's carry takeover. Flair reverses, sends Magnum over the top, and that time Flair followed it through and nails Magnum right to the floor. And early going here in this matchup, we have taken it to the streets, so to speak, and Flair just nails Magnum right into the security railing, rakes the eyes, and oh man, Flair goes downstairs already. And Flair already feeling mighty good here to what he has done. And I'm really surprised the referee had not called for a disqualification. Guess he's using his own discretion here. These referees here in Philadelphia, of course, sanctioned by the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission. Flair now with control here as he leaps to the air and nails Magnum TA with that patented knee drop of his, and it looks like he's going to measure him up and do it again. Yes, sir. Drops it right across the forehead. That'll certainly give you a negative attitude as Flair now down for the lateral press and only a one count. One fall, 30-minute time limit. Champion versus champion main event here on Civic Center Wrestling on this February 3rd. Of course, we'll be back with you in the month of March. And there's an atomic drop by Magnum TA, the U.S. champ and challenger in this contest. Flair counters, and a neck breaker, well executed by the champ. Once again, Flair measures Magnum. And he plants that knee pad, shin, right across the forehead. And Magnum powers out of that one. And now Flair stomping on the arm that time. You know, normally Flair goes to the lower body as a point of attack. But, you know, Flair being the supreme strategist and tactician, knows that if you take away one of Magnum's arms and render it inactive, a belly-to-belly suplex is going to be awful hard to do. And Flair. Oh, measures Magnum with that chop. Flair now going with his bread and butter. Now going with his strategy of going to work on that lower body, going to work on the legs. But Magnum counters again, this time with a shoulder block. Takes down Flair. Chop by Flair. Countered Magnum with the fireman's carry takeover. Magnum now. Forearm shots. And another forearm shot. And a bulldog sends the World Heavyweight Champion down to the canvas. Flair took that elbow from Magnum. And now measures him with that chop. Flair hooks the head. Picks him up high. Vertical suplex. Down. Nails him with it. And Flair already resorting to the fisticuffs, and I believe that shot just busted Magnum open. Flair now. Once again with the chop. Flair is going to be methodical. He will literally find a million ways to further incapacitate an opponent by any means necessary, from the head to the legs. And once again, picks him up. Big vertical suplex. Takes down the challenger, Magnum TA. And Magnum counters with that arm drag takeover, sends Flair to the canvas. Flair powers out. Didn't even get a 1 count that time. And Magnum now looking to exact some revenge. As you see, he's already been lacerated. And, well, yeah, Flair was definitely too close to the ropes that time. Good call by the referee, as Magnum now trying to really get on track here, as Flair picks him up. Belly to back suplex, plants him. Flair with an elbow drive right there. Goes down for the press. Does not hook the leg, though. And Magnum powers out. Oh, and another chop. You got to think sooner or later Flair's going to really concentrate on that lower body and look at that figure 4 as the coup de grace maneuver in this championship event. Another vertical suplex. And just as I said that, here we go. Figure 4 leg lock early in this contest. He's got it locked in. He's got it locked in. But Magnum fighting his way out of it here. He's turned him over. He has turned him over, yes. Putting some pressure, albeit brief, on the legs of Ric Flair that time. And now Magnum picks up Flair. Oh, what an unorthodox move. He sends him the back of Flair's head into that top turnbuckle. I've never seen that move before. Now it's Magnum going to work on one of Flair's arms. The right arm in this case. Down for the lateral press, hooks the leg. Flair powers out. Both of these men are very resilient. They can take a lot of punishment. We've seen matches with Magnum, of course, and Tully Blanchard. Back at Starrcade 85, you talk about punishment. Magnum can dish it out and take it, but then again, so can arguably the greatest NWA champion of all time, Nature Boy Ric Flair, can take a tremendous amount of punishment. Flair counters. Oh, it looked like he went for the leg. But Magnum had it scouted, and now thought maybe he was going for a pin there. He pulled him out of the corner. But now, here we go. Down for the pin. Flair kicks right out. It's almost instinctively, he feels his shoulders hit the mat. And as soon as the cover's made, he gets right up. And now Magnum shooting those right hands at the head of the champion of the world. Magnum now Picks Flair up. He's got him up. He's got him up. He's held him up there for a while now. You got to think all that blood's rushing to his head. And finally, Magnum releases him, brings him down with that suplex. Flair, I guess you could say he no-sold that one. And don't forget, waiting in the wings, the man with the hands of stone, Ron Garvin. This Wednesday night, Superstars on the Superstation will face the winner of this match regardless of who it is for the title. Magnum pulls on the arm of Flair, like to dislocate it there. Magnum rolls Flair over. Barely a 1 count, almost a 2 maybe. And right hand by Magnum to the side of the head of Flair, who's now laying on the punishment. Magnum now with an armbar. Flair trying to counter, he does. Comes out of it. And now it is a hammerlock. No, Flair definitely countered that one. And a clothesline by Flair. Floors his challenger, U.S. champion Magnum TA. Flair dropping those elbows. Flair now positioning Magnum out toward the center of the ring. And looks like he's going to go for it again. Yes, he does. He's got that figure 4 on him again. It's almost like instinctively he just wants Magnum to quit. And forget about pinfalls. He wants him to quit. But he's not quitting. He is turning it over. Again, he's getting out of that figure 4. A counter by Magnum TA for the second time in this match. And Flair rakes away at the eyes of Magnum TA. You got to figure he's already going to have problems seeing with the blood in his eyes. Magnum, Irish whip, into the corner goes Flair, face first. Oh, what in the world? Magnum. He sat Flair up on that top turnbuckle, but Flair countered, and he nails Magnum right on the top of the head with an elbow. The referee admonishing Flair. I really don't know what he's doing here again. This referee is sanctioned by the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission, and I really don't know why he stepped in there. Oh, a chop block. Well, that'll get you 15 yards on a football field, but here in the NWA, it's as legal as a headlock. And once again, after that chop block, Flair is going to punish Magnum with that figure 4 leg lock. He's got it locked in. Magnum doing everything he can to try to get out of it here. And Magnum, that fighting heart of a champion, has once again turned it over. Magnum TA now, just fresh out of that figure 4 miraculously, takes Flair down with a snapmare and a neck vice. Chin lock, whatever. Flair counters that. Looked like Magnum was going to go for maybe a press slam. There's a counter with a back body drop and an armbar now. Magnum now drags Flair out to the ring, away from the ropes. And Flair kicks out. And we are approaching the halfway point in this match as once again Magnum TA with that neck vice controlling the head of Ric Flair. Not one of these guys has really gotten the advantage for a sustained period of time. Magnum puts Flair against the ropes and he slingshots him out to the center of the ring. And Flair counters Magnum this time. And I'll tell you, these guys know each other so well. They've countered each other many times in this match. And there's a counter again. Magnum with the right hand. This time Flair counters. Irish whip in, look out. Looked like Flair was going for an elbow, but Magnum had it scouted. Suplex by Magnum, and both men are down. Magnum's had a lot taken out of him. Flair's had a lot taken out of him, and why this referee is not counting is beyond me. Both men are down. Both men got to be winded and dazed. They've been going at it full bore for the last, coming up on 15 minutes, nonstop. And Magnum sends Flair to the canvas very unceremoniously. Magnum stalks Flair. And belly-to-belly suplex. And Flair showing the resiliency. Kicks out of that. Actually just rolled the shoulder, but he got out of it. Oh, Flair counters. And Flair just hauls off and pops Magnum TA right between the eyes with that right hand. And that cut has certainly been opened up more now after that shot, but Flair taking it outside, taking it to the streets. This championship match has spilled to the outside here in the Civic Center. And Flair, what's he going to do here? Oh, man. Oh, he drops a knee right across the forehead of Magnum TA. We saw him do that to Sergeant Slaughter here at our December event. Flair just absolutely going to town on Magnum TA out here on the outside. Referee's at 6. At this point, they don't even care. This thing has just turned into a brawl. Referee's at 8, I think. They better get back in the ring. And we have a count out. Magnum TA is going to win by count out. Your winner, Magnum TA, wins by count out. Flair will retain the World Heavyweight Championship. Fans, that's it from Philadelphia. This is Bilskie signing off. We'll see you back here in March for another edition of Civic Center Wrestling. So long, everybody.